At the Savers over here, picked up something that I never seen. A VIC-20 in box. And a GameCube controller. The VIC-20 was $7.99 and the GameCube controller was only $1.99. So sadly, I may be turning into Jason Vetrex. Not good. Later. At Goodwill, just got FIFA Soccer 12 for $2.99. It's a game that should sell for about maybe 10 to 15 bucks, maybe 15. Later. At the pawn shop over here, just Diablo 3 Ultimate Edition for $2. Later. This was from the same lady that I got the RPG and a couple of other games for yesterday. I paid $30 for this. Mario Duck Hunt, Joe and Mac, Chess Master, which I didn't have, Home Alone, Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Country 2, and UN Squadron. So altogether, $30. Later. This was an offer-up deal. I just paid $10 for Indies Racing 2000, Bomberman 64, WrestleMania 2000, Bomberman Hero, and Donkey Kong 64. Later. So I'm at the Flea. There's a guy unloading all kinds of stuff, but I have to go. So I was only able to get some loose stuff and some cases and some games, and altogether was $30. Later. So at the sale, way upstairs, I got the 5 Dream Caps games, 18-wheeler, Tee-Off, Vigilante 8-second offense, Flag to Flag, and Action Adventure. All of them, $10. Later. At the tax sale, way back there, just paid $11 for an N64. Later. At the tax sale way back there, The Simpsons Bart Nightmare, Super Mario Bros, Castlevania 2, The Last Starfighter, and Willow for $20. Later. Alright guys, so here my pickups for the last week or so. As always, we'll do pawn shops, flea markets, thrift stores, and everything in between. We also will do garage sales, and we'll get started right away. I picked up this VIC-20 from Savers for only $7.99. A VIC-20 is basically a Commodore, and it came with everything. It came with inbox, it came with all the manuals, even a magazine from like 1987 maybe. So decent pickup, something that I didn't have, and for some reason now that every time I see a system in box, I just decide to pick it up. So I'm very happy to get that. I also got a GameCube controller for $1.99, but I already sold that for $26. So that was a good thing. At a garage sale, picked up these 5 games for $20. The Last Starfighter, Castlevania 2, Super Mario Bros. 3, Willow. Willow should be like a $10 game. Mario Bros. Is less than 10. This one should be about 12. This one should be about 12 to 15. And the game that I didn't have Willow, and I also didn't have The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare. But it's probably a $15 game. So about $50 worth of games for $20 is not bad at all. At another garage sale, picked up this N64 with no expansion pack and 2 controllers, and I paid 11 bucks for that. At Goodwill, picked up FIFA Soccer 12. This was the last game made for the PS2, the last soccer game for the PS2, and it's probably between 15 and 20 bucks, and I paid $2.99 for that. At a garage sale, a lady had a whole bunch of empty cases, so she just gave them to me. Kirby's Canvas Curse, Mario Kart, Mario Party DS, Animal Crossing, and another Animal Crossing. At another garage sale, I paid 10 bucks for these 5 Dreamcast games. Spec Ops, Flag to Flag, Tee Off, 18-wheeler, which is maybe like a $15 game. And the game, one of the games that I didn't have was Vigilante 8, Second Offense. So Vigilante, Tee Off, Flag to Flag I didn't have, so I get to add those to the collection, and I can just sell that for 15 and get all my money back. So that's a good thing. At another garage sale, picked up Mario Golf for 5 bucks for the N64, and I also picked up these 2 games for 25 cents a piece. I have no idea why. Strike Force Bowling and Puzzle Challenge. This was a Facebook deal. The guy posted 5 N64 games for 10 bucks. So they were WrestleMania 2000, Indy Racing 2000, Bomberman Hero, Bomberman 64, and Donkey Kong 64. For 10 bucks is just, you know, a no-brainer for me to pick them up. At another Goodwill, picked up this Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat 2 for the PC. I have no idea why I picked it up. I just never seen it before, and I just decided that I needed to have it, and that was $2.99. At a pawn shop, picked up Diablo 3 and something else. I just can't remember what it was, and I can't find it. I probably sold it, but I paid 4 bucks for them, or maybe I just bought this. Maybe this by itself, I'm not sure, but it was 2 bucks a piece either way. At another tag sale for 20 bucks, picked up Fast and the Furious Showdown and Grand Theft Auto 5 and GBA SP, and that was 20 bucks altogether. This is the 101. This is the model is worth a little bit more just because it has the light, and I sold this one already for $85. So if you see these and they're the model 101, definitely pick them up. And if you can get the other ones for cheaper, you should do that also. At the flea market, picked up from a really cool vendor that I see now once in a while. He gives me good prices. These games are nothing rare, but they're cool to have. Chicago Enforcer is not only an Xbox title. And then I also picked up Batman Dark Tomorrow. The cool thing about it is it comes with the comic book plus the manual in there. So I think that's pretty cool. And I paid 4 bucks for that. One thing that happened today at the flea market, I wasn't able to stay, but a guy was unloading basically what he had left over from his store. But because I needed to be at a garage sale at a certain time, I left early, so I wasn't able to pick up as much stuff as I wanted. But I still was able to pick up decent stuff, and this was 30 bucks. The first thing was this Millennium 2000 Sega Dreamcast controller. This is the ice blue, I believe, or maybe the aqua. And I paid altogether I paid 30 for everything that you're about to see. This goes between 25 and 30 bucks online. Plus I can pick up there that I'm going to get to keep. I also picked up a whole bunch of manuals. Nothing too great. I think the best thing in there is this one, just because it's an Atlas title. Turtles Foot Clan, Metroid, and I believe this is a Metroid Fusion somewhere around here. But basically all the manuals were included in that. Here's Metroid Fusion. I also picked up one Wii Sports, 2, 3 of them. I also picked up some Sega CD games. Sky Shark, they're all loose disc, obviously. Jurassic Park, Mega Man Collection for the GameCube. Another Wii Sports, Street Fighter Alpha 3, House of the Dead 2 that I didn't have, so I'm very happy to get that. I also picked up Plasma Sword and Jet Klein Radio. This is a $25 game by itself for the Dreamcast. I also picked up The Amazing Spider-Man. I think it's Fall versus the Kingpin. And this is maybe like a $25 to $30 game. I also picked up Resident Evil, the long box. So this is a cool game to pick up. I believe I had the long box. I'm not 100% sure. And the best game out of the lot was Super Smash Bros. Melee. And again, everything was $30. This game by itself is $50. So I picked up a whole bunch of stuff for a really good price. So I'm very happy about that. Then my last two pickups were from the same lady. I went there twice. The first time I picked up a set of games, which one of them will be the pickup of the week. And then in the second time I picked up another set of games. Altogether, I paid, I believe, $70 for everything that you're about to see. One game that you won't see is Super Mario RPG, because I sold that already for like $40 already. But this is the rest of the games. Again, I paid $70 for everything. Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. Home Alone for the Super Nintendo. The Chess Master, which I didn't have. UN Squadron with a beat up label, but still I sold it for $16. Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country 2. Joe and Mac. Again, also Super Mario RPG was included in that. Turtles in Time, which I didn't have. I looked at my games and for some reason I couldn't find this one. The box was there, but the game wasn't in the box. So I'll be able to add that to the box that I have. And then I picked up the pickup of the week. So I am in Sellington, Connecticut. This was an offer up deal. I paid $33 for everything that you're about to see. Super Mario RPG, Turtles in Time, and Axelay. Axelay by itself is like a $40 game. This should be about $35, and this with the label how it is should be about another $35. So excellent deal for $33. Later. So the pickup of the week is nothing too expensive or too rare, but it's a game that has been eluding me for a very long time, and I got it for a real decent price. It's Axelay for the Super Nintendo, obviously. This is a game that's worth between $45, maybe $45 to $50, and it's a game that I hardly ever see. It's a shooter. There's not that many good shooters for the Super Nintendo, so I'm glad to have this. So I'm very happy about that. That whole deal was $70. This game is $45. Turtles is about $40. Super Mario RPG is $40. This is $15. So it was over maybe $150 worth of games for $70. So at the end of the day, it was a really good deal. The week was decent. Was able to pick up stuff that I needed for my collection, like the controller, a couple of Dreamcast games, the manuals that I didn't have. The Amazing Spider-Man, and this ones I didn't have, Chess Master, and obviously Turtles and Axelay. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you all next week. Later.